So here it is. The meta-smashing standard deck, mono black, Tergrid's Lantern. The feature card, of course, is a dual modal card with the legendary creature god, Tergrid, god of fright, and then Tergrid's Lantern. Play the Lantern first. Tap. Target player loses 3 life unless they sacrifice a non-land permanent or discard a card. 3 and a black. That's all. No tapping. You untap it. Card costs 3 and a black to play. Complement that with Bloodchief's Thirst, Maze Mine Tomb, Heartless Act, Elspeth's Nightmare, where we can destroy a creature and then we can cause them to discard a card from their hand and then exile their graveyard. Soul Shatter, Solemn Simulacrum, card draw, get a land. Cosmos Elixir. This is an amazing card. Really amazing card. You're going to see it used. It gains its life and draws its cards. 1 Liliana, Waker of the Dead. Just to put a little more pressure on the discard, hand discarding. You can also use it to remove creatures based on their converted mana cost. Hagrid Mauling. E to Extinction. Draugr Necromancer. Another amazing card in this deck. If a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, exile that card with an ice counter on it instead. You may cast spells from among cards in exile your opponent own with ice counters on them, and you may spend mana, snow mana, as if it's mana of any color. Then we got a Ugin in there, a couple of Ugins. Cathal Lochthwain and some snow-covered swamps. And it's quite an amazing deck. We destroyed mono red, we destroyed rogues with this deck, and a lot of other deck themes. So let's see how it does. Okay, starting with three lands, snow-colored swamps, and removal, and our elixir. So we immediately start removing creatures. We've got to stay alive to get a lantern in play. And we can get rid of all of these creatures that the opponent is putting out. Elspeth Nightmare. Another really nice card here. So let's see. We'll take Bake into a Pie. Get rid of that one. Okay, out comes the elixir. So again, life gain or card draw, depending on what your life total is at. If your life total is higher than your starting life total, hey, draw a card. If it's lower, gain 2 life. Fantastic. Okay, there's Tergrid. There she is. Let's put out the lantern and start pressuring the opponent. Opponent has already taken 6 damage from the lantern. Starting to realize maybe this is not a good idea. So it discards a hand. In comes a Nightmare Shepherd, but out it goes. Oh, now Liliana. That's putting a lot of pressure on the opponent now. Okay, we started off at silver in tier 4. Almost finished the level. And we're going to show you how good this deck is. We run the whole silver tier level to gold using this one deck. About 12 games to do it. We did lose a couple along the way. And that was mainly because of land screw. We do have 23 snow-colored swamps plus a castle, Lochthwain, plus a Hagrid Mauling in this deck. So there's enough land that we're usually fine. Okay, here's rogues. This deck just destroys rogues. Even though they're milling us, we end up just destroying rogues with this deck. I think the metagame's going to have to shift and have get some more artifact or enchantment removal in it. White decks are a little bit tough because of Banishing Light. Okay, we'll get the Liliana out there early because there's no creatures on the board. We're taking care of that. Oh, okay, well, there's Luris. Getting restocking the opponent's creatures. We're ticking the Leanna up. Would be great to send her to ultimate, but that's not what our goal is, really. Oh. Okay, we have reached silver tier 3 by destroying a rogue deck. Let's keep going. Okay, our opening hand is great. We got removal. We got the simulacrum to get us a swamp and to draw us a card if it gets destroyed. We've got our Tergrid in there. Elspeth comes in. Again, mono red is quick, but we have enough removal that we can just destroy it. And then once the lantern is in play, the opponent has no way to deal with it. And they're running out of cards in hand. So they can take the life loss right now. That's fine. But after a while, they start realizing, hey, wait a second. I'm going to start losing a lot of life here. Now, the beautiful thing about the lantern is you can tap it. And then for 3 and a black, you can untap it. So if you have 8 mana in play, you could hit for potentially for 9 damage with the lantern. Would it be that much better if you could target a creature? Wow. That would be awesome. But targeting the opponent is pretty good, and then using our other creature removal seems to work just fine. We're going to keep the swamp on top because we're trying to build enough land to get to 8. So if we do happen to draw a Yugen, we can put him into play. Meanwhile, we just keep hitting the opponent with the lantern. The opponent has a champion out. I'm down to 5, but I'm not really worried unless he puts an Embercleave on it. Okay, Bone Crusher Giant. It's going to do 2 stomp and then 2 when it dies to me. So I'm going to be down to 1. Oh no, I'm not down to 1. How did I get rid of that without losing? Was that 5? 5 to 3. Okay, I guess it was. All right. Look at the lantern go. We're up to 8 swamps. We can activate the lantern 3 times. Plus 2 from the simulacrum. That's going to be game if the opponent has no answer. I think that is the game. Pretty close to the game. Pretty close. Oh, okay, that was very nice. They drew a card that they needed. The Necromancer. Okay, always good to have 3 lands to start. I've had a couple games with 2, and they get a bit dicey depending on how fast the opponent's deck is. We have 2 Tergrids in this, so we could get a lantern out and then get the god. Okay, no, they're going to cause us to pick a card, and that card gets discarded, so we're going to go up against the rogues again. Oh, okay, the rogues are going to be pumped up. Wow, Heraldic Banner. So they're going to pump up their rogues. 1-1's going to become 3-1. Wow. Oh, two Heraldic Banners. And now, oh, more discard. Okay, I'm getting down to the nitty gritty here. Okay. Okay, wow, just down to 2 Necromancers. But the opponent is still even on life with me. Look at that elixir. That is fantastic. Giving me life, drawing me cards. In combination with the Maze Mine Tome, you can even see what card you're going to get and then decide if you want it or not. Same with the castle. You can use a tome to check ahead of time to see if you want to activate the castle to draw a card. Very nice combos. Keep the creatures off the board. Okay, well, we'll keep the Nightmare because we can play it. Look at that. Activation Expert becomes 3-2 with those 2 heraldic banners. Very nice. But not a match. The opponent is going to eventually stall and run out of creatures. They're not playing Loris. Cling to Dust doesn't really bother me. I'm not recurring anything from the graveyard. I'm recurring things from the opponent's exile, which is amazing. With that Draugr Necromancer. Okay. 2 experts. And Liliana Stewart. They're all 3-2s because of the 2 heraldic banners. Ooh. Nice time to draw a Yugen, that's for sure. Another acquisitions expert. Goodness me, that's a lot of them he's picked up. Okay, that was a nice move. Use the castle to get my Blood Chief's Thirst, play it, and get rid of the acquisitions expert. Now, Elder Fang, Disciple. Yeah, just get rid of it. Opponent has 2 cards left in hand. Was able to thirst my Planeswalker. Oh, Rankle. Rankle's going to be tricky here. Okay, Rankle. Rankle got rid of my removal. Okay, it's... Oh, boy. Okay. Wow. That's terrible. We had the Lantern, then we lost it to Rankle. Okay, Eat to Extinction. Good. Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. We'll keep the... Liliana and draw it. It's good card removal. Okay, now he's got nothing in his hand. We can go to work. This deck, the power of this deck is just amazing. When you're kind of down and out, the opponent thinking they've got you, you just have answer after answer. It is phenomenal. Okay, rogues again. I'm gonna destroy rogues a 3rd time now. People love playing the rogues, but this deck just destroys them. It's fast and it mills, but it's if you've got decent cards in your hand, you draw a couple of I don't want to call it lucky draws, but a couple of good draws, then you are in control. Okay, 5 mana available. Let's just go for that 6th. We're ramping towards getting the Spirit Dragon out. And we can take care of the opponent's creatures with it. The Spirit Dragon won't hurt our artifact creatures. Okay, there we got the Tergrid. We can get the Lantern out. He takes care of that. There's no way for him to deal with the Lantern. Not in a rogue deck, I don't believe. Not yet. It's going to have to be a little modification, I think. Okay. Another Thieves Guild Enforcer. He will take the planes because... Oh, he just gives up. Okay, Silver Tier 2 now. Halfway there. Got some removal. We got a Lantern that can go into play. Mono red is quick. So we're going to take a little damage. But we'll keep removing the creatures. Okay, okay, that's alright. Robber the Rich. We got to get rid of Robber the Rich. We'll wait till the opponent's turn in case they slap something down on it. Because we have a lot of instant removal. Ooh, a little too early for the Planeswalker. We only have 4 lands. Okay, out comes the Lantern. And he takes 3. He needs to keep his creatures coming at me. And he takes 3. Eventually he's going to realize he can't do that anymore. Okay, remove his creature from the board. Ooh, wow. Another lantern, potentially. Okay, a couple of Torbrands. 3 Torbrands in a row? Goodness me. Okay, Lillian will take care of that. Lantern him down to 8. Another Torbrand? Okay, we're not in any danger of losing right now. Mono red destroyed. Okay, 2 lands. Dicey. Yeah, we didn't draw one. Okay, we can keep creatures off the board. We have Thirsts and Axe, and now we just drew a land, so that's good. Elspeth Nightmare, of course. Let's take a look at his hand. Remove stuff. Get the lantern out. And what do I do? Lantern. He's got a borrower, so he can bounce it. That'd be nice. Bounce it. I just play it again. Okay. Buy graveyard. There we go. What do you want to do? Take 3 or get a card? Get rid of a card. He's going to bounce it, but what does he want to do? Take 3. Get a card. I can just play it again. Let's play it again and do it. Hit him again. That was a miscast on the opponent, I think. Opponent is keeping his cards, puts his borrower into play. I take the borrower out of play. Target the opponent again. Wow. Okay. Opponent doesn't have too much. Glasspool Mimic and another card. And we can keep hitting with the lantern. Gets rid of the Mimic. Now what's he gonna do? Oh, he's not losing life. He's just dumping cards. Okay. We're 1 land shy of Yugen. So we'll just keep hitting with the lantern. Got lots of removal for if you play something. Ah. Okay. Okay, silver tier 1. Here we go. Okay, well, we wrap up. We got 6 lands already with a Simulacrum and lots of removal. The opponent is not playing any creatures as of yet. Oh, Harald, King of Skemfar, dies. That's what's great about this black removal. Put a creature down, boom. It's exile. It's out of existence. I'd like to get that Necromancer working a little bit better in this deck. But, okay. He's there. Sometimes he's nice. Steal the opponent's creatures. And attack back with them. Well, you have to get them and play them, but you can play them quite easily with any kind of snow land sources. There's a Necromancer. Okay, well, the opponent is building up a nice board here. We're going to just hold back everyone as blockers. Okay, we'll use our Simulacrums because we can draw 2 cards. And we can play the opponent's creature now. Ooh, sweet, sweet. Opponent folds to that one. Okay, 2 Blight Blades with Death Touch. Now 1 Blight Blade with Death Touch and a Blight Fang. Okay, this was like the first deck we played. We didn't have any problems against it. Just keep removing the creatures. It's coming quickly. We're down to 14. But we don't panic. We get down to 2 or 3, we don't panic unless we are worried about a Bone Crusher Giant from some deck. Another Blight Flang and a Foulmire Knight. Lots of Death Touch. No poison though, right? No, it's not poison, just Death Touch. We'll just keep removing creatures. We're trying to ramp towards a Ugin because we drew it. We got 6 land. 7 land. Get close. 8. There's 8. Oh, but it's a tap. Okay, there we go. And nice. Okay, we don't need any more land now, deck. Oh, I get my Ugin and immediately thirsts it. Okay. Oh, Lantern Time, Lantern Time, and Castle and Lantern. Look at that. Nice combination going on here. Castle and Lantern. I got a lot of lands, so I can untap a couple of times. Ooh. We went from silver to gold. Thanks for watching the Magic MisCast. We'll have some more great Kaldheim decks coming up. This one by far though is my favorite.